Hi everyone, I'm Bao and today we are going to make a shelf light or a shelf lamp. So for today's lamp, you can mount on platforms or surfaces that has a thickness of 15mm to 22mm, and it can be mounted in many orientations as you have seen from the start of the video. And let's start. For the tools, we'll need a M3 Allen key, M3 screwdriver, pair of scissors, and a plier. Alright, next are the 3D printed parts. Information of each printed part is listed at the bottom of the screen. I normally print at around 50% Infill because I feel like it's the most mechanically sound setting for me. Of course, for you, you can change to around 30% if you feel like it's using too much filament. Next up are the hardwares. One M3 70mm bolt, 3 50mm, 1 45mm, around 10 nylon washers, 1 metal washer, 4 Myloc nuts, and 1 square nut, 5 zip ties, and unique to this project, we are using a rubber stopper which you can just stick it on, and they come normally in a pack of 9. Alright, so this is the setup. I'll move my prints aside, grab these two side plates, make sure it's in this orientation, and then grab the L lever. So once we put them together, it should look something like that. Slot 1 nylon washer in each 45mm bolt. So one is for the L lever, like what I'm doing here. Lock it not too tight with a nylon washer and a Myloc nut. Alright, next grab the large gripper. When you put it in place, it should look something like that. Same thing, just slot the bolt through, and before tightening, make sure you put a nylon washer. Alright, so it should swivel like this. The bigger side should be facing outwards or away from the pivot. Next, grab the small gripper. Make sure that the pointy part is facing towards the lever. Slot the bolt through, and before tightening, make sure you put nylon washer and tighten it with a Myloc nut. Alright, so make sure it can swivel like what I'm doing here. Next, we are going to grab the square nut housing and then just slide the square nut into this slot. Last few steps, take the LED holder and make sure that the chamfered part is not pointing towards the pivot. Next, slot a nylon washer into the M3 70mm bolt. Just a preview of how it should be fixed all together. So make sure it's in this orientation, whereby the opening for the square nut is facing you. Take the 70mm and slot it all the way through, and before tightening, make sure you put a nylon washer as well, and then tighten with a Myloc nut. The reason why I added the LED holder together with this rotating function is because I want the lamp to be able to swivel and illuminate other areas of a table or a bookshelf, so that it has more functions added into this design. Next, we are going to take the two rubber stoppers and place them on the small gripper and the large gripper. So make sure you paste them in the center of the grippers like so. Lastly, take the M3 by 45mm and slot a metal washer first and then a nylon washer. Place it through a slot on the L lever and then just screw it in a bit but not tighten it, because we are going to mount it onto a surface later on. Next, get your LED. Mine is a 30cm one, but you can use other lengths like 50cm or 80cm, it's up to you. Alright, before moving on, there is two ways to mount the LED. So this first example you will see in most of the video, whereby it's centered, while the second way, you will be able to put or mount the LED closer to your power source. I'll be assembling one that is closer to one side. First, we are going to use 3 zip ties to mount the LED to the LED holder. Next, we are going to use the remaining zip ties to secure the button to the LED holder. So because there is extra wires, make sure to coil the wires around these two pillars or structures, and then just tighten the button to a position that you want. Tighten the zip ties and cut off the extra bits of the zip ties. And yeah, we done. Also, some of you may ask why is there these two hooks. It is because most of you will be hanging or mounting this lamp onto a platform or a bookshelf. So what I'm thinking is to let you guys hang relevant stuff such as you can hang your mask since it's COVID. And yeah, you can hang quite a lot of stuff on this lamp. Alright, and we have come to the end of the video. And if you want to see more lamp designs in the future, please make sure to subscribe and like. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!